try and air it next week.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, man.
So what's your name again?
Dude, so I'm Pablo Peller, and this is Lee Allen Zeno in the studio. Thank you for coming, man. I'm so happy to have you here.
Pleasure being here, bro.
I was thinking about it the other day, and I think we've known each other for almost 5 years now.
Yeah.
And you've seen me come a long way.
Yeah.
And you've also been one of the, most influential people in me choosing music as a career. And
well, I appreciate that.
Yeah, I always admired stories of you and Buckwheat and of you doing your thing and having such a long career, such a fruitful career, and to see you keep doing it is inspiration. And I'm glad to have you here, man.
Well, it's good to be here, Pablo. Thank you, man.
Dude,
Yeah.
I didn't really know what Little Buck was like before I'd known him. I was 17 when I met him, and he was, I think, 72 or 73, and he'd already had his entire career behind him, and already had a life that was, well lived. And I just wanted to kind of know more about that and know about what you and Buck's relationship was like.
Well, Lil Buck, I got to know him back in the early 60s when he had Lil Buck and the Top Cats. I didn't really conversate with him like that, but I did with Buckwheat.
Yeah.
See, so in the era about 1969, something happened with Lil Buck's bass player. So Buckwheat came talk to him and he said, "Man, would you mind playing with Lil?" Because he heard me play before with Furnace and my brother, and and he said, "I'm gonna talk to Lil Buck, see if Lil Buck want to hire you." So he talked to Lil Buck, then Lil Buck said, "Well, man, that little cat too young,
How old were you?
I was like 12.
You're 12 years
12
old?
years old, yeah.
And you were already gigging with your brother.
My brother, yeah. And we had my cousin had a band then called Clifton Zeno and the Hip Huggers.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
So I was playing then, and then and when I started with my brother with that group, I was 7. You see, I couldn't get off the stage.
Yeah.
Because they were selling liquor in the club. And then they had to bring me in through the back. And when they take a break, I had to stay on stage.
Dang.
Yeah.
Your parents had to be there?
No, my parents didn't. My brother was there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How old was your brother at the time?
My brother was like 12, 13 years old. He was 2 years older than me.
Wow.
You see?
Dang.
Yeah.
What kind of music were y'all playing back then?
Well, it was R&B, R&B, like top 40 stuff.
And y'all were just playing in Lafayette?
Playing in Lafayette. We did some stuff in Orange, Texas,
Dang, that's pretty. It's pretty young, man.
Yeah. We used to play at a place off of 90, right at the at that store when you get to the red light. But that place across the street, it used to be the Matador.
Okay.
We used to play there every Friday night.
Dang.
Yeah.
Yeah. What were y'all?
Couldn't go in from the front.
Oh yeah.
It was them days, you know what I mean? Yeah.
No way.
Yeah. I don't want to say the word, but
No way, man.
It was, really.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
Dang.
And we couldn't get off the stage.
Yeah.
So the bartender used to come and see what we wanted to drink, and they'd bring it to the stage.
Sure.
But you couldn't get off the stage. You load in from the back, go out the back.
And that was like late 60s?
Late 60s, like 67, 68.
Yeah. What'd you get paid for a gig like that?
$4.
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
Was that good money back then?
That was good money back then.
That was $4 a person?
Yep.
Oh, dude.
Yep. That's right.
Hey, man, if it's good money, it's good money.
Well, yeah, because look, back then a Coke hot was 5 cents and a cold was 7 cents.
You could buy it different temperatures for different prices?
Yeah.
What?
If it's hot, it's nickel. If it's cold, 2 pennies more.
Dang.
Yeah, man.
So all right. So I mean, so you were 12 years old when Buck was considering you, but you knew Buckwheat. How'd you know Buckwheat at so young?
Well, you see, Buckwheat was related to my mom.
Okay.
His mom was related to my mom. You see.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dang. But so you didn't get to play with Lil Buck at the time.
No,
but
I didn't get to play with Lil Buck at the time, but I got to play in 1970 is when Buck, well, the latter part of 69 is when Buck formed his group, Buckwheat Zydeco and the Old Son Party, which was him, Russell Gordon, Jimmy Papillon, Ted Zerben was playing bass, and Elijah Cudgers was playing the washboard. So he recorded the first album with J.D. Miller, which was in the Blues Unlimited. And that was One for the Road. And that was with these guys. Then the latter part of 69, getting ready to turn to, 1979.
okay.
Yeah. Getting ready to come into 80, that's when he called me, see if I wanted to play with him, And then I got on board, and I've been with him ever since till his passing,
Yeah. What was Buckwheat like when you were working for him back then? Was he always? I heard stories of his professionalism and of his.
Oh, he was
his
very
drive.
professional. He was strict. Yeah. Oh, yeah, man.
He was like that from the jump, or he kind of worked into it. No,
he was always strict about his music.
always knew what he wanted.
Yeah, see.
Yeah, that was
And it was like, hey, man, if you can't do this, let me know. I'll try to find somebody that can do that, And they used to ridicule him for that, but he was a businessman,
Yeah.
Business is business. See? I'm not going to let you come play with me to hurt me. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's ridiculous,
Yeah. So for you to commit to something like that, what did that mean for your life, and what did you have to consider? I mean, that's a big commitment.
Well, it was a lot, man. It was a lot because I went through a lot, and I went through a lot of musicians with Buckwheat.
Yeah.
Buckwheat passed through a lot of musicians. A lot of them came in, a lot of them left, a lot of them came back, But I stayed there, you see,
Yeah. Yeah, you stuck with them.
Yeah, no matter what. See, because I gave him my word that I would.
Yeah. And you had to leave school for that, or you had to?
No, well, I literally, believe it or not, I quit school in the 12th grade. I was getting ready to graduate.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Wow.
You see?
Dang.
Yeah, man, and I had to leave school because he was going on the road. You see? Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah, you see?
And that was with the Zydeco band. Were you?
Well, with the Hitchhikers, it was.
I was in 12th grade.
That was with the Hitchhikers then.
Okay.
You see?
So the Hitchhikers was a different kind of music than when he switched to Zydeco?
Was funk and blues.
Okay.
Yeah, we had a 15-piece band. You see?
Wow.
Yeah, and let's see, it was 5 horns, 4 rhythms, because it was me, Russell Dorian, Sly, which, we used to play with Bojack. And it was Leroy Etienne playing drums, and then Buckwheat was on organ. And then we had 5 horns, which we had trombone. Wayne Blue Burns was playing trombone. Then we had Calvin Landry on trumpet. And then we had Gabriel King on tenor sax. Had Alan Roy, the guy, tenor alto player that used to play with Nathan, and he's deceased now,
Okay.
And then we had John Flugent on baritone, which we call him Soul Brother,
Dang, man.
Yeah.
That's a big band.
And then we had Lil Bob on vocals.
Bob.
And then we had Carolyn Beasley, and then we had Dennis Landry on vocals.
Dang, that's a big sound right there.
And that band was tight, bro.
Yeah, well, I imagine so, Buckwheat.
It was solid, yeah.
Dang.
It was solid.
How does Buckwheat get a band that tight?
Well, practice and doing what you're supposed to do,
I've been to a lot of practices, though. I mean, he's got to run a practice a certain way to get a band that tight.
Well, yeah, but we go to practice like 9 in the morning, and we leave rehearsal like midnight, Yeah, serious. So when you go to, we rehearse like 2 days a week,
Yeah.
And that was it.
So back then, he wasn't even on accordion yet. He was
no.
So he had to pick that up later, and
he picked that up later. He picked that up like I want to say the 77, 76, he started messing with it.
And he just was a natural because it was piano accordion and it just translated.
He just translated.
Yeah. Yeah, that was different back then.
Yeah.
Wow. So I know Lil Buck played with Clifton Chenier too. So
Yeah.
so how tight was Clifton with Buckwheat back then? And
Well, you see, when Lil Buck band disbanded, he started, that Cliff came see for it.
oh, okay.
Well, Cliff talked to his dad first, the Lil Buck's dad,
Yeah.
to see if Lil Buck could, if it was all right if he get Lil Buck to go play with him. You see?
Dang. Playing with Clifton and then he ends up with Buckwheat.
Right.
So is that how he got Lil Buck as the name with playing with?
No, Lil Buck came from before with the Top Cats.
Sure.
Yeah.
So it's just a coincidence with Buck and Buckwheat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then one time we was in California, so Lil Buck was with us, and then as a lady came and talked to him, and she was saying, "Oh, so you're Lil Buck and you're Buckwheat." So Lil Buck said, "No, I'm Buck Strong. That's Buckwheat." You know. So yeah, that's how that went. You know.
Dang, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
When did what year did Lil Buck join Buckwheat?
Lil Buck joined Buckwheat in the 80s, like 81, 82.
Was Clifton still alive?
Clifton was still alive.
And he just left Clifton after
He
a
left
while?
Clifton and he came with Buckwheat.
Yeah. Was that around when you were signed to the Island Records, or was
That was before.
That was before. So when did y'all get
No,
signed?
no, that was signed after the Island record.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because what year were y'all signed? And because that was kind of whenever things started picking up for y'all, and y'all started.
Right. That was like, I want to say 84, 85. I might be wrong, but I'm thinking that's where it should be at.
So if I am remembering this right, so y'all played for like what, from 80 to 85 before y'all got a record deal, and y'all had like.
Oh no, we were recording with J.D. Miller, Blues Unlimited.
Okay.
You see, out of Crowley.
Yeah.
You know, Buck did. I recorded 2 albums with Buck at J.D. Miller.
Sure. Y'all had kind of like a smaller, more independent
Right.
setup and just
Right.
just putting it out.
Right. You know.
Yeah.
So
And did the momentum, it came quick, or did
no, it took a little time.
took a long
Yeah,
time?
it took a little time. Yeah, man. We did Ronda Records before Island.
Okay.
You see, he did the Turning Point. He did the Way I album.
Oh wow.
That's Ronda Records.
Oh
you see?
wow.
Yeah, Scott Billington, produced it.
Yeah. Okay.
You see. Yeah.
Yeah. And
And that's a good cat, man, and good dude, bro.
Yeah. I think I remember meeting him from
Real nice gentleman, man.
from that blues show we did.
Yeah.
That was,
Yeah.
it was real awesome.
Yeah.
Good harmonica player.
He is. Yeah. Back then, he was just a producer then, Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah, so that's how the Ronda records came about. Then after Ronda, and then we did the Island.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What kind of was the tipping point to get y'all signed with Island? Was it? I mean, I know Yaya was pretty successful.
Well, that was done through Ted Fox, Buck's manager.
Okay.
But Ted had wrote a book, and then he had, it's called Apollo Theater, and he met Chris Blackwell then, So then I guess he called Chris and let Chris hear some of the stuff that we were doing, and he was interested. So that's when Buck did the On a Night Like This was the first album.
Okay.
You see.
Yeah. And Island Records, that's Bob Marley's record label.
Bob Marley's record label.
And so that's a step up, and that's a pretty major label.
Yeah.
How did things change for y'all once y'all got that?
Oh, things changed drastically.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man. The gigs started coming in and was traveling more. Yeah. So it was good.
They supplemented some money for y'all to hit the road, or
Well, they supplemented money to him to hit the road.
Yeah.
Because it was Buckwheat Zydeco.
Right.
No real sans partie.
You're just along for the ride.
Yeah.
Oh
Because
man.
if you notice, once Buckwheat went to Island Records, he didn't add the El Son Party band in the recordings anymore. It was Buckwheat Zydeco. If you look at the records, or if you look at the CDs,
Yeah.
you know.
Dang. Got a little bit more, you know.
It got a little bit more me.
Yeah.
Capital M-E. You know what I mean? Hey, bro, I got to put it where it's at.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They might not like what I'm saying, but I'm telling you the truth.
Yeah.
You see?
Yeah.
You know, and a lot of cats that play, and they say, man, help me out, and we gonna do this, and we gonna do that. And then once they get their foot in the door, well, let me see what I want to do. Oh, really? I thought it was we. What happened to me? You know?
Yeah.
And it's sad to say, but it's true.
Yeah.
You know? You see? So, and I mean, it's a lot of musicians that got hurt like that.
Yeah.
You know? Thinking, oh, okay, we gonna make this.
Yeah.
And come to find out, no, he gonna make that, and you just gonna be added if he wants you to be added.
Yeah.
You know? You see? But I'm not about that.
So I mean, it seems like it's pretty important to know about the music business and kind of know what's going on.
Yeah, man. You need to know what's happening. You need to know that you get your fair wages, you know, and you need to know that you be compensated for what you do. You see, if you help write a song, then get your credits for helping write that song.
Yeah.
Don't write the song, and like I did for years for Buckwheat, and then don't get no credit for it.
Yeah.
You know? You see, and which I don't regret, but I do feel bad about it. I'm happy that he did what he did, you know? And I'm glad I had a lot to do with that, you see?
Yeah.
Which people don't know. You know?
And you're a family.
Yeah, you see?
Dang.
So.
Well, dang, I hope he took care of y'all too, at least.
Well, that'll be another story.
Maybe next time.
Next time.
But dang, so once y'all got signed to Island and the gigs started coming in, where were y'all playing? Oh
man, we were traveling all over the place. We were overseas. We'd go to overseas like 2-3 times a year.
Oh wow.
You know?
It's a lot of passports.
Yeah. Oh yeah, man. We toured the States 6 months out of the year. You know?
Wow.
So we did it. And I'm proud to say that I've been to every state in the U.S. Playing, you know?
Y'all played Alaska?
Played Alaska too.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dang.
See?
Dang. Who were y'all like on tour with? Like who were y'all getting ticketed with?
Well, we got ticketed with Eric Clapton in London, England at the Royal Albert Hall for 2 weeks. And both weeks was a sellout.
Dang.
And I got a chance to meet Mark Knopfler. I got a chance to meet Phil Collins.
Wow.
Got a chance to meet the drummer for the Beatles.
Ringo?
Ringo Starr.
I know.
Yeah,
Right.
I got a chance to meet. Man, you'd be surprised at how down to earth these cats are.
Yeah.
Compared to the musicians around here.
Oh.
that thinks they got it made and you can't talk to them.
Wow.
These cats, billionaires, man, and they talk to you like, what's happening? You know? Like,
yeah.
Well, wow, this cat talking to me, man, you know?
Wow.
Yeah, bro, and I see why they where they at, you know? Because they don't forget where they come from, you know?
Wow. Yeah, I hope I can, if I gain any amount of success, I can keep it.
Stay true to yourself, man. That's all you got to do is stay true to yourself. Because when you start feeling that, oh, he's too belittled for me to talk to, that's where your downfall come in at.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I feel like it's really important to always want to learn more, and you've always taught me that, is that you can't
always keep yourself open.
Can't get too big of a head.
And you cannot make everybody happy.
No.
You know?
No.
If that was the case, then we wouldn't go through all what we're going through now, you know? So.
Dang.
Yeah, bro.
So what were those shows like? The Albert Hall?
Man, it was good. It was nice. And I enjoyed it. It was like, man, we were treated with royalty, you know?
If only it could be like that every time.
Yeah,
It's
really.
A little slice of heaven.
Yeah, man. Yeah, bro. And every time we play, man, Phil Collins would come in our dressing room and sit on and just shoot the stuff, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, yeah. So
wow.
it was good. It It was real good, you know.
Was that the only run y'all did with Eric Clapton and with?
And we did the tour the year before Bob Marley passed away. Man, that was the last tour in Paris, France. He had did. Yep.
Yeah, and I guess the Zydeco is pretty big in France and in those French-speaking countries.
And then we did the first blues festival in Greenville, Mississippi, man, with Buckwheat and Muddy Waters.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, man. So you know how that went.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Man.
It was the first one Greenville, Mississippi ever had. It was banded. They didn't want that. You see? It was the devil music.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you know.
Still, in what year was that for it still to be the stigmatized?
Oh, that was in the early 80s.
Wow.
Believe it or not.
Dang.
Yeah, man.
Still hadn't caught on.
Still hadn't caught on, bro.
Oh, man.
Yeah, man.
Look at us now.
Yeah. In some places.
Yeah, right.
You know?
Wow. Yeah, I guess that's true in Mississippi, maybe.
Yeah, because let me tell you something. I was in the store last night. I stopped at a store, and there was a lady in there, black lady and her son, and another kid, another little girl. So the young kid was messing with the glasses off the rack, and he put about 3 or 4 pairs on his eyes, and he was walking out the door. Yeah. So his mom said, And then he came back in the store, so there was a gentleman behind me, white gentleman, and he made a statement which kind of disturbed me, and it also disturbed her.
Yeah.
So he said, "Oh, you know how to raise your animals?"
Oh.
Yeah, you know. And she said, "What?"
Dang.
And he said it again. So she said, "Well, I didn't like the statement you made," you know.
Yeah.
And then he might have caught himself, and he said, "Oh, I didn't mean that in a harmful way. I was just teasing," you know.
Yeah.
She said, "Well, I don't joke like that."
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Then the guy was kind of nice, kind of antsy, because he was looking at me to see that I was going to tell him something. You see? So he was kind of antsy. He was moving around. Then he walked out the door. He walked back in the store. He walked out the door. He got in his car, and then he left. You know?
I wouldn't want to fight you, Lee.
You know, and then she was on the phone with her husband, I guess. And then when she told her husband that, he asked, "Where he's at? I'm coming by the store," you know?
Yeah.
But she said he left, you know?
Yeah, man, it's so strange that people just have.
Yeah, and then, in this day and time, you know, look at it right, bro.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
We bleed the same color, bro. It don't matter.
Absolutely.
You know? And if you go far back enough, somewhere down the line, we related. You know?
Yeah.
You never know, bro.
Yeah,
you never know. Yeah, man. If you dig deep enough, you're going to find what you're looking for. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, you see?
Dang.
So.
Wow, man.
Yeah, man. So, I mean, but I've been blessed by the music, and I've been blessed by the people that supported the music, you know?
Yeah, Buckwheat must have had some pretty diehard fans. And
He did. He did. He really did.
people following y'all around, maybe.
Well, yeah, well, look, Steve Perry, we were walking through the airport, was coming back from overseas, and I seen him. He was walking, going this way, we were coming this way. So he looked, Buck kept walking. Buck didn't know who he was, you know. He looked, he turned around, he ran. So he got in the front of Buck, he said, "Excuse me, sir. See, you Buckwheat Zydeco?" So Buckwheat said, "Yeah." So he jumped up in Buckwheat's neck and he hugged him.
Oh, wow.
And he told Buck, "Man, I'm one of your biggest fans."
Wow.
You know? So Buck looked at him, Buck said, "Well, thank you. I appreciate that." So he said, "Man," he said, "I wish y'all the best of luck." So Buck said, "Thank you." And he shook Buck's hand and he shook our hand and he walked off. So he asked me, he said, "Man, who that is, man?" I said, "Buck," I said, "You know who that is?" He said, "Man, I ain't got no idea, you know?" Yeah, I said, "That's Steve Perry of Journey. That's the lead singer."
Yeah.
He said, "A guy that sound like Sam Cooke?" I said, "Yeah." So Buck said, "Well, I ain't gonna say the word."
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
yeah, he was surprised by that. You know?
Wow, man.
You see? And man, that's how it went.
Dang.
And Mick Jagger was, man, a stone roll flying a Buckwheat. You know?
Yeah.
You see, Bob Dylan,
Yeah.
That was another one. You see?
Yeah. I mean, they probably haven't heard music like that. That's just
Right.
and at that level too. I mean,
Flavor Flav.
mm.
We were playing a concert in California.
Yeah.
So Flavor Flav was coming on after us. So he came on the side of the stage. He was looking. So when Buck strapped that accordion on, he did a double take. He said, "Man, that dude got a piano in his chest." You know, he didn't know that was an accordion.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So and when Buck started playing, his eyes opened up. He said, "Man, where does this dude come from?" You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's the kind of musician Buck was, whether it be organ or accordion. He made a statement.
Yeah.
You know.
Back then, California probably hadn't seen too much of that either. I mean,
Well, they seen a lot of Cliff.
oh, okay.
You see,
Yeah.
Cliff toured a lot.
Cliff toured a lot,
Cliff toured a lot, and Rock and Dupsy.
but did
see?
did they?
And Rock and Dupsy was related to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rock and Dupsy's mom was my dad's sister.
Hmm. Oh wow.
So we were closely related.
Yeah.
Dave and them, we're closely related, man.
It's a tight family of stars.
Yeah. Well, I don't know about stars, but I might be a little moon, you know.
some musical cats, man.
Hey, well, yeah, I'm thankful for that, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then to go back on how I got started, my grandmother is the one that we were in Lafayette, and back then she was getting a welfare check.
Mm.
And we were in Lafayette, and I went to Lafayette Music, which was, Bud was working for Lafayette Music. So they had a white guitar hanging on the wall, and they wanted $25 for. So I asked my grandmother if she would get that for me. So she told me, she said, "If I get it for you," she said, "you better not disappoint me." You know? Yeah, because,
Yeah.
I mean, her check was like maybe $80 a month.
Yeah.
So what she did, she put $5 down on the guitar,
Wow.
and every month she'd go back and she'd put $5 till she took the guitar out. And my mom got mad at her for doing that, because she figured that I was going to play it for a little while, and I was going to put it in the corner,
Yeah.
you know. But being that my brother played drums, you know, that kept me going with this,
Yeah.
you know.
Wow.
You see?
At such a young age too,
Yep.
and you kept it going.
I kept it going, bro, and I'm thankful today for that.
Doing
And
it
I'm
today.
blessed, you know.
Yeah, I hope I can be playing
see, and-
playing that long.
And that's why I like going to UL and showing them guys what to do. But some of them, you get in there, they want to try to show you. And I sit back and I say, "Okay, go ahead." Then when they run into a brick wall, and I say, "That's what I'm talking about." You see?
They don't know who they work with.
That's right. There you go.
That's why
Yeah.
we're here. We're telling them.
There you go. There you go, bro. Yeah.
Well, yeah, man. I mean, there's so much to learn from you. There's so much, and you know, that was one thing Lil Buck told me, was like, you gotta keep your ears open.
Yeah.
And that was, one of the best pieces of advice, because there's so many times where I thought I had it. I thought I knew what I was.
Right.
I knew what I was doing, and I still get surprised today, and you still show me so much. And
Yeah. Well, you know, when Lil Buck started playing Rock and Dupsy, I was playing with Rock and Dupsy way before Lil Buck. You see? So when that
I didn't know
came,
Buck played with Rock and
oh
Roll.
yeah, man. Yep.
All them cats.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. Because when and then when I played with Rock and Dupsy, it was way before Alonzo Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
You see? You know?
Yeah.
Because when I started playing Rock and Dupsy, John Robert was Dupsy's bass player. He had passed away. You see?
Mm.
And then Cousin Dupsy had asked me to play with him till he found him a bass player.
Yeah.
And I did that. And then he found Morris Francis, and that's when that took place. You see?
So while you're playing with Buckwheat, you were able to still play with a bunch of other people and do a bunch of other records and still, get around town.
To get around town a little bit, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who were some people that you played on their record?
Well, I did some stuff with a guy by the name, oh man, there was so many cats. Bobby Parker,
Mm.
Guitar Shorty, Charlie Rich.
And these were all studios around here, around any of them still up?
Oh, I doubt it.
Hmm.
I doubt it. But I did some stuff with Charlie Rich. Man, it's a lot of people I did do. Marsha Thomas. Marsha Ball.
Marsha Ball.
Correction on the print. Sorry, Marsha. Marsha Ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Irma Thomas.
Wow.
And Tracy Nelson, you know.
So what was Buckwheat like in the studio? Because I get to work a little bit at Dockside and I see how bands record, but whenever a Zydeco band comes in, they seem to knock out songs way quicker than other bands. Like,
oh yeah.
I mean,
well, you see, what's happening was we'd rehearse at his house, and when we go in the studio, we knew what we was going to do, and we do it.
Yeah.
You see, it wasn't like coming there to learn the song.
Yeah.
It was coming there to put the song down and perfect it. You know.
Yeah.
You see? Man, one day we was at Dockside, and we did 42 tracks.
Cool.
Believe it or not.
42 tracks.
42 tracks, yeah. That's how fast they went.
But over how long?
2 days.
In 2 days,
Yeah.
other 40?
Yeah.
For people listening,
Yeah.
that is a ridiculous amount for
Yeah,
anybody.
really.
I mean,
Yeah,
really,
man.
like, sometimes you'd be lucky if you can get 4 songs in a day,
Right.
much less 42 in 2 days.
Man, yeah, and I also did some recording with Corey Ledette, you know?
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Yeah. So, you know, that's, man, and Zydeco Radio,
Yeah.
when they first came out, I played
Okay.
on their first recording, man.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you know?
Dang.
You see?
So what was the recording like? Because I know in 2009 y'all got the Grammy for was it Lay Your Burden Down?
Lay Your Burden Down, right.
How was that recording like?
Oh, it was good. It was a good.
It was one of those benders of 42 songs.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just in there.
Yep. It was in there. You know.
Just one out of 42, or did y'all know that one of them was going to be kind of prioritized over the others?
Well, no.
No.
When we did the album, we just did the album. You know.
And that song just happened to hit.
And it just happened to hit.
Wow. Dang.
Yeah.
Who was working with y'all in the studio?
Oh man, we did that at Dockside.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, David Farrell.
Yeah.
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 Brother
Yeah.
Dave.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good dude.
Yeah, very good dude. Man. Easy going, you know.
Yeah. Got y'all
And
sounding right.
And that makes it sound. That makes him and Justin, man. You can't beat them two guys, bro.
Yeah.
Because they listen to what you want. They don't listen to what they want to tell you to do. You know what I mean? It's a
Yeah.
difference.
They are really good at that.
Yeah.
I
And
go
if
in there
And if they hear something kind of unorthodox, then they'll suggest, you know, and that's what you're supposed to do.
yeah, when I go in there, I kind of have to bite my tongue sometimes.
Yeah,
but
all right.
those dudes are so good at
Yeah.
just letting the client do
That's
whatever they
right.
got to do
Yeah.
and whatever they want.
Yep,
And
exactly.
I'm just like sitting on my hands, biting my tongue. Like I got so many opinions. I'm
That's
like,
it.
I
That's
gotta
it,
shut
bro.
up.
That's it.
Man.
That's it. That's it.
They're so cool,
Yeah.
calm, and collected about
Yeah,
it. And
that's right.
It's like, man,
Yeah. Hey, man, it's good. You know, it's good, bro.
yeah.
So, and I'm getting ready to do another solo project. I'm going to do it with at Mike Lockett's studio,
Okay.
you know. And I'm going to be hollering at you to come lay some tracks down.
Oh, I'd love to just hang out with you at all, man. That'd be cool,
maybe
man.
steal a drum a little bit. I'm not going to name no name. You know,
Yeah. Yeah, man. Just wait till you hear them, too.
Oh, I can't wait. Yeah, bro. Sounds
Cool.
good. Yeah, man.
Very cool, man. So what was how did the career take off after the Grammy? I mean, did that do things for y'all? Did that
Oh, it did a lot.
because y'all were already signed to Island Records,
Right.
And y'all been signed to them for how long until y'all got the Grammy?
Oh, man, we had been with Island for a couple of years.
A couple of years, like,
Yeah, you see.
and so y'all already had the momentum. You already had the big tours going.
Right.
So was there anything? Did you notice anything happen after the Grammy? Did that that do anything, or was it just kind of neat and you kind of
just
moved
kinda
on?
neat.
You just kind of moved
Yeah,
on. Just,
yeah,
just
man.
got a Grammy. And
Yeah, just do what you do, you know.
yeah.
That's
Dang.
it. Yeah, man.
Mhm.
That was nice though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, so y'all had a long run with. How long were y'all were with Island until Buck passed away?
Till Buck passed away. Yep.
Wow.
And then he was with Concerted Effort, and then Concerted Effort kind of shut down, and then he went with another agency, you know, and that's who had grabbed him and was booking him, you know.
And y'all got booked on some pretty big shows
Oh,
too,
yeah.
like some. I think I remember you saying one time the Olympics or
Yeah.
what
Did
was
the
it?
Olympics, did the President Clinton inauguration.
Oh wow!
Yeah, man. Did a lot of stuff. Did a lot of stuff, bro.
And that's through the booking agency.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's not the same people working with Reggie now, huh?
No.
No. So
No, who Reggie's working with, that's a lady, a different lady. I don't even know her.
okay.
You know? Yeah.
Oh, so she didn't work with Buckwheat at all.
No, oh, no.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dang. Wow, man.
Yeah, that's it.
That's a long career, man.
Hey, that's it, bro.
And you're still doing it.
Still
got
doing
some
it,
more
man.
career left.
That's right. And then, we got Reggie coming out with a CD also. You see.
Yeah, I'm excited for him.
Yeah, I think he had told me the name of it is New Beginnings.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's a good name.
Yep. So, and that's going to be on Lockdown Records, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where'd y'all record that at?
At Mike Lockett's studio.
Oh, Mike Lockett.
Yeah.
Oh, that's Lockdown Records.
Lockdown Records.
All
yeah.
right.
Yeah, that's it.
How'd y'all get to know Mike Lockett?
Well, I've been knowing Mike, man.
Yeah.
Good gentleman, bro. You know.
A player too?
Player too. He's keyboard.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah, he sounds good too, bro.
Dang.
Yeah. It's all good.
Well, right on. Well, thank you so much for coming. I hope we can do this again sometime.
man,
But
let
it
me
seems
know.
like a good spot to end it.
When you're ready, I'll get it.
Cool,
know?
dude, man. Thank you so much for coming, Lee. Much
Well,
love,
I
man.
appreciate the invite, you know. Blessings to you and the family, bro.
I hope we do it again.
And our drummer.
Yeah. Very cool, man.
And by the way, though, you got to, what's his name? So I can,
Bradley Shote.
Bradley Schultz.
Oh, yeah.
The Brad man.
The Brad.
All right.
Helping us out behind
There you go.
behind the desk.
That's right. I'm going to call him BD. Brad Drummer. That's it.
Thank you for coming, Lee.
Thank you.
Appreciate it,
brother. I
man.
appreciate it.
Much love.
God bless, man. All right.
Bye, guys.